Whether you're dreaming of your first solo flight, training for your commercial license, or simply fascinated by aviation, you have found your crew. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Top Crew Aviation Podcast Fit to Fly. My name is Khushboo and I'm proud to host today's episode. Joining us is a very special guest, Dr. Jawahar Bhakru, a highly experienced DGCA-approved Class 2 medical examiner. Dr. Bhakru holds a MBBS and MD from SMS Medical College, Jaipur, and is the founder of Prakash Mother and Child Hospital, one of Jaipur's leading pediatric and gynecology super specialty hospitals. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's get into it. Starting from the foundation, what is Class 2 medical and what is the importance of this medical?
Class 2 medical is a initial medical by a aspirant pilot candidate. The student, after passing the 12th, when they feel like going into the civil aviation as a pilot, they are opting as a pilot, as a carrier. So this is the first test to be done. That is the medical examination, medical checkup of the candidate. This is the Class 2 medical, which is the initial medical for the aspirant pilot. Because medical is very important here. In this medical, we are not examining the candidate as a doctor. We are the medical examiner.
So also please help our audience to understand that what is the difference between Class 2 medical and Class 1 medical and why do we need both?
Class 2 medical is the initial medical by the Class 2 medical examiner when the candidates, I has told you that when he thinks of going into the aviation as a carrier. The Class 2 is the initial medical and Class 1 is the medical. That is the final medical by the DGCA, by the Air Force doctors. And that is the initial Class 1. Then Class 1 is every year they have to go for the Class 1. That is a renewal of the Class 1. Every year they have to go, the candidate, the pilot is to go the renewal of Class 1 every year till the age of 60 years. Medical, our responsibility to guide them. What are the tests? We do the blood test, we do the eye test, we do the hearing test, and we advise the parents that these are the tests we will do. And then after these reports of these tests, we'll give you the right outcome for your child.
And what all certificates should a student carry from documentation standpoint?
For to become a pilot, minimum qualification is the +2 with the physics, maths and English. And we take a candidates that age verification proof, and important is the Aadhaar card. Aadhaar card, we advise to carry the hard copy of the Aadhaar card, and that is so important for the age, address verification, Indian citizenship and all that parts, and the legal part also. And we verify the Aadhaar card on the portal also.
Okay.
That is a basic he is to carry is the Aadhaar card.
Okay.
And the qualification papers. He is +2 with the physics, maths and English.
Okay. After this medical, some students are declared temporary unfit also. So what is this temporary unfit and what are the steps to follow for the clearance of this unfit and become fit for the aviation sector?
Khushboo, I'll tell you that when we examine the candidate, aspirant pilot, and we go for the tests, he's unfit to become a pilot and he's temporary unfit.
Right, sir.
So temporary unfit is basically, there are two things. One is some of the findings, some of the tests and some of the physical findings are like that it is not that he's not fit to become a pilot. We require for those findings a certain clarifications. We go for the clarifications and then we make the candidate a fit to become a pilot. I'll tell you some conditions, like physical condition is like knock knee, the flat foot, the deviated nasal septum.
Yes.
We took the clarification of these things that this is all normal. Then we make him fit. And in the blood test also, certain things are there, like hemoglobin criteria. DGCA is having a fixed protocol for the hemoglobin. If the hemoglobin is less than that or more than that, we require a clarification. Some blood tests like eosinophilia is there, lymphocytosis is there. Then we require a clarification for that. A urinary infection, we clarify that, we resolve that problem, then we make the candidate a fit to pass the class.
And what if a student is declared permanent unfit? Is the dream over or do we have any other options for aviation sector?
No, there are the certain conditions. We have a fixed aviation protocols about the medicals. We have a certain rules, medical rules about the pilots, aspirant students. Some of the conditions are permanently unfit. Like I'll tell you, the red-green deficiency, eyesight, color vision, that is color blindness, what we, the routine, the parents say that color blindness, red-green deficiency, problem in the eye, like keratoconus is the condition.
Yes.
They are the certain conditions, sensory neural hearing loss because of anything. The field of vision is not perfect of the candidate. And these are the conditions where we advise the candidates ki don't enter into this field because it's a very sensitive field and it's not that the medical is here. It's a throughout their career.
Yeah.
The medical and health is a very important part of a candidate.
Someday he'll be declared unfit.
Yes, throughout the career. And this is the only profession where the health requires throughout the professional career, your good health is required.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That is important. And if there is any queries are there, then we solve the queries. If all the reports are normal, we second or third day we upload all the reports to the DGCA website, and then it takes usually a 15 days to 1 month time by the DGCA, then he gets the class 2 medical assessment by the DGCA. So you can feel that it is almost maximum months process.
I have heard, and there are many examples we've seen, that some students, they start their flying journey without getting their class 2 medical done, and then they regret it later. So
Yeah.
Is it true?
Yes, this is true. In both the conditions, that classes and your ground classes, your flying school admission and your flying, the medical class 2 is very important. I advise not to enter, and I have seen some of the cases
Okay.
that they go into the field without the class 2, and when they come for the class 2, they are unfit. So that is the very disgusting part about the candidate. Even we feel very pity for that.
And sir, class 2 medical, is it enough, or does it happen that if a student has get his class 2 medical done and then they get unfit in class 1 medical, what is the percentage of this?
It's not much percentage, but some of the cases are there. But we usually class 2 as a medical examiner, we try to do the things.
Here also in India and then abroad also.
You have pointed out very rightly. I've seen in my career also as a class 2 medical examiner that class 2 medical test by the DGCA is important. Even I advise candidate, if you are flying abroad, you have to go through first class 2, then go to the abroad for the flying. Because ultimately, if you want to fly in India, again you have to, in spite of your all flying hours, your license, again you have to pass to the class 2 here in India at the time of the conversion of the license. So I've seen some of the candidates who are not fit in India.
Okay.
They have done the flying in the abroad. They came back for the class 2. In our DGCA protocol, they are unfit.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen some of the students.
Okay. So if something like this happens to any student, they can continue their journey, aviation journey in abroad in that country only.
That I don't know about their medical. The medicals are almost the same, but certain differences are there, individual country. But they have to pass through the medical of that country if they want to fly in that country. If they want to fly in India, they have to pass through the class 2 and in class 1.
And that brings us to the end of this insightful conversation. A big thank you to Dr. Bhakru for taking the time to share such valuable perspectives on DGCA rules and regulations and its importance. I hope you found today's episode as enlightening as we did. If you enjoyed this episode and want to ask questions as in how to start your pilot journey, then we are just a call away. And don't forget to follow us for upcoming episodes where we will continue to bring you voices from special corners of the aviation world. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep your passion of aviation soaring. This is Khushboo signing off.